Gentlemen, start your holes.
Been waiting a while for this, you stupid cuck.
The Switch 2 price increase is unfortunately probably coming soon. And by probably, I mean almost definitely.
I just wanted some sauce on those zingers.
Now, I talked about just recently how Nintendo was saying somewhat that they're holding the line on the pricing, but they're going to keep monitoring the situation carefully in terms of, we know that RAM prices are skyrocketing because of the AI data centers, even though NVIDIA is saying they're not, but it seems like they're pausing at least $100 billion investment into OpenAI, and then OpenAI buys their chips. It's essentially this fake. The economy in the States is artificially being inflated by these companies that are building these AI data centers and making the chips for these AI data centers. It's a circle jerk of money. They invest in OpenAI. OpenAI buys the chips, and then NVIDIA invests in maybe another AI data center and making GPUs for that. And then OpenAI is buying the GPUs from NVIDIA. It's disgusting what's happening right now. And because of these AI data centers just being built nonstop, to our chagrin, RAM prices have gone up exponentially, even DDR4 now, because people don't want to spend or can't afford the insane prices of DDR5 RAM kits. They're going to DDR4. So the demand for DDR4 is going up. So the price of RAM for DDR4, even the older RAM, is going up as well. So, welcome to 2026. It sucks all around. Well, it seems that the Switch 2 price increase that we all feared is a little bit more of a reality now. Now, it may seem like I'm retreading old territory here by talking about this again, but for Nintendo to bring this up again in another meeting, you should be very concerned. And if you were on the fence about buying a Switch 2, I would say in the next couple months, you should definitely buy one, because I think sometime by either summer or maybe further down the line, but I definitely think we're going to see a price increase for the Switch 2 in 2026. And it may not just be them bundling a game with the Switch that makes you not feel the price increase. It may be more significant than that. I'm just spitballing, but let me continue. This comes from InsiderGaming.com. According to a Reuters report, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa recently addressed the effects of rising memory costs on the company and the pricing of the Switch 2 during the latest earnings call on Call Q7A. He stated that Nintendo does not expect this cost increase to have a major impact on its performance in the current fiscal year. Coming to the Switch 2 price increase, Furukawa stated that they will carefully consider the matter while taking a comprehensive look at the state of adoption of the platform, current sales trends, costs, profitability, that's the key one there, market environment, and other factors. Now, why did I highlight profitability with my inflection there? Is because they may be selling, the Switch 2 is maybe flying off the shelves. They are. But if their profit margins are getting absolutely bodied because of how much RAM prices are increasing and it costs them a lot more to manufacture the console, it's still not a good thing for Nintendo. And that's why they're carefully reevaluating it right now, and more than likely going to increase the price of their current gen console. Now look, the Switch 2 at its current price, which many people were not happy with, they were saying it was too expensive, which I get, is still selling well though. People are complaining about the price, which is crucial. That's why I keep mentioning it. But the console has sold over 17 million units as of December 31st, 2025. That is insane. That is a lot of consoles sold already. And what Nintendo, I'm sure, is frightened of is that if the profit margins keep getting eaten into on the Switch 2 and they have to increase the price, it may kill off that momentum. And I'm sure they're freaking out about that. And for them to keep talking about it, I know they're being asked, but for them to keep saying they're reevaluating the situation, I think I've been doing this for a very long time. And when they say things like that, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to see some kind of price increase. And I think that's unfortunate, because I do think that will hurt the momentum of the Nintendo Switch 2. I want to be wrong, and I hope I am wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong about the price increase happening this year. But all signs point to it's happening. Nintendo's alluding to that it's going to happen. And look, it's like I said, RAM prices going up are going to affect everything, whether you're buying a smart fridge, whether you're buying an Apple Watch, whether you're buying a new smartphone, you name it, smart TV, if there is memory inside of those, okay, because there's computers and everything, if there is RAM that needs to be in those for your smart TV, smart fridge, Apple Watch, smartwatch, whatever, guess what? The prices are going to increase. So even if you're not a gamer, even if you're not into building PCs, you are going to feel it as well. If it has a CPU and RAM, chances are the cost to manufacture those components and the cost to make those products are going to go up, and you're going to be affected. So buckle up for that one. It's not just going to affect the Switch 2. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.